Gentleman recognized for 2.5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today in strong support of the rule and the underlying bill. I'm very excited that President Obama has demonstrated that he believes in keeping taxes low for all Americans. Mr. Speaker, you know, as I talk to people in my district and across the country, people like the fact that the Democrats are the party of staying out of their personal business. We're not doing the moralizing about how they should live their lives. Live your own life, make your own decisions, personal accountability. We're the party of personal responsibility. But they're always concerned in the back of their minds that the Democrats are going to raise their taxes. That's something I always hear. Oh, I like the Democrats because of the liberty issues, but, you know, I always worry they're going to raise my taxes. Well, I am proud to say, Mr. Speaker, that we are conclusively proving here today that the Democratic Party is the party of low taxes. That President Obama has a strong pro-growth agenda to keep taxes low for all Americans. Let me add, by the way, that this tax cut that we're supporting today most benefits middle-class Americans. They receive the true benefit from this tax cut. Families making $40,000 a year receive about a 7% rate reduction through this act. Families making $60,000 a year, 6.1%, all the way up to families making $10 million, 4.6%. So this is a progressive tax cut for America, one that puts money into the hands of middle-class families, those who need it the most, families making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year. To tell a family making $50,000 a year that they somehow need to come up with $800 or $1,000 more a year in taxes when they're not getting a raise is going to put them out of their home. They're struggling to make mortgage payments as it is. Mr. Speaker, in my district, there are a few people making over $1 million. Many of them say, you can raise my taxes, it won't affect my quality of life. But the people who need it the most, the people making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $90,000 a year, struggling to get by, a kid in college, struggling to make their mortgage payment, this bill and President Obama have delivered tax relief to them, Mr. Speaker. In addition, Mr. Speaker, in the midst of a recession, we cannot allow unemployment insurance to run out. Over 2,500 people a week in my home state of Colorado, if we don't act today and renew unemployment insurance, will lose their benefits. Again, worsening the housing crisis, reducing the ability of them to continue to make their mortgage or rent payment, forcing them to become a liability rather than an asset. We will get them back to work, Mr. Speaker, especially with this pro-growth set of tax cuts that will encourage investment in our economy, Mr. Speaker. We will get these Americans back to work and ensure that everybody someday has the honor of paying a higher tax bracket.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to yield the gentleman an additional 30 seconds, and I'd like to ask him to yield to me if he would.
I'll yield to my colleague.
I thank my friend for yielding, and I would like to congratulate my friend on his very thoughtful statement and to say that at the end of his remarks, Mr. Speaker, he talked about the notion of job creation, economic growth as a policy, and obviously ensuring that we don't increase taxes for any American paying income taxes is key to that, and I'd appreciate to hear my colleague's thoughts on that.
If I could request an additional 30 seconds to answer.
Well, absolutely.
Absolutely. This tax cut that President Obama and the Republicans and Democrats are delivering here today will encourage solid growth in our economy by keeping taxes low, giving some predictability over a 2-year period where people can make investment and know that the government is not coming in to take their money, but will let them keep their money to reinvest in the economy.